Obi cannot do it. And nobody can do it either. Emma de Katonrawa. You see what Baba is trying to do. Let's just say Tinubu is not perfect, like every other leaders. He's trying to the 6 is it geopolitical zones that he's trying to do. Look at how the Northerners came for him. Just look at that. And we call ourselves one Nigeria. And now let me remind everybody. Did you know the Fulani and the Hausas have been fighting for a very long time?
Yes, ma'am.
In the northern part of Nigeria? We Yoruba people, and I'm very sure Igbo people too, they don't know. South don't know, because we are living our own lives at the south. We might know here and there. Has anything happened in our country where we live? I live in the USA. If anything is happening in California and it's getting out of hand, the whole country knows about it.
That's right.
They call the attention of the. Why didn't they call the attention of everybody in Nigeria? Everybody look at what is going on between the Hausas and the Fulanis, or they are killing themselves. They were killing the Hausas because the Hausas want to go to school.
That's right.
That is the beginning of it. And we call ourselves
all these atrocities we are reporting from the northern part of Nigeria, 90% of the victims are actually the Hausas and other tribes.
God bless you, my brother.
I mean, I have a documentary, right? I have a documentary that shared, that was like a shared, I think it was 2 years ago, right? And the Hausas were demanding for guns. Guess who they want to use the guns for? They want to use it on the Fulanis. They've said they have destroyed their schools, they have destroyed their farms, they have killed them in droves, and yet they want people to believe that it is Hausa Fulani. No, there's nothing called Hausa Fulani. Nothing.
My brother, thank God that you're a Yoruba man, and I'm not trying to be biased. Our Yoruba tabang borrow yi. Emma fall fun Sharia law. You see, everybody needs to go to Aisha Yusuf page on YouTube and search for a post she made last week. She called it "You Will Feel Sorry for the Northerners." Small children, they are hundreds of them sitting on the floor begging for food. They were on the. You see, the Northerners. We Nigerians, we need to be realistic with ourselves. Nothing can work in that country, no matter how good you are. You're a very good person. Oh, you're very good in political, whatever. Nigeria is damaged. And I'm not trying to be negative. Everybody needs to go their separate ways. Period. You see the Fulani people. We are all saying, oh, Fulani. Are Fulani gods?
They are not. Oh.
Come to think of it. Look at the Yoruba land. We don't know more than to do we go to parties, we're educated, we travel. At the end of the day, look at what our people are turning themselves to. I see you posting one of these Wasil, Ainde, whatever. Look at the Muslims. I'm sorry for Muslim people, though, for some Muslims that Muslim. Look at Ali Majiri in Yoruba land. Indirectly, what's enslaved? Look at how they are coming out, cursing. I can't imagine that myself as a Yoruba woman.
They want destruction on someone. That's it.
I mean, if you know you have that power, why can't you use your power against the enemies that want to control your people? Why can't you come out and say, you know what, all the Fulanis in my land, I will pray to God. We're not going to use gun. No, I'm not saying so that the government will not come out. Now we are praying. I'm going to use my Quran to pray and take all you guys away. You cannot do that.
No.
That is wickedness. And you think you have the power to want to destroy a man because somebody make you feel something. Mr. Mayegun, I don't want to talk too much.
No, Nigeria cannot
go anywhere. Let
everybody need to understand that. You see, just to back you up a bit before you go, right?
Okay.
People need to understand what you the picture you are painting here. All right. That you see, there is no way that anybody who wants to say they want to fix Nigeria, the first thing is to balance the imbalance, which is the dependency of the northern Nigeria, which in actual fact, their people are not benefiting from it, but right, the sharing of the resources of Nigeria by the north, they contribute almost nothing, in which not that they can't contribute, but they have made them so much like dependent on the rest of Nigeria that if that sharing of money is altered today, Nigeria will break. And that is the reaction we are getting from them.
And Tinubu needs to spend that. And Tinubu needs to pass that. If Tinubu wants to show that it's Databan, I'm waiting in the parliament. He needs to pass that law, because you see, the Northerners are the ones that are taking this country backward.
That can happen.
They are taking the country backward, and no, enough is enough. I'm a Yoruba person, I'm a Yoruba woman, and I'm proud of it. Enough of this mess. We need to break, or everybody, only let's restructure country.
Or they don't want that, because you know something, restructuring Nigeria, as they say, right, is going to expose the North. Okay? And this is because of their political leaders who have built a system. For example, quota system. Quota system simply means, oh, our people are not intelligent enough. We can't compete with you. So we need an advantage. Oh, federal character. You know what? Our people can't compete with you. But we want to make sure that when we share public office, right, we must take this social share. Now, they categorically set their people up to say, we are inferior to you. We can't compete. So the rest of you have to live like that. And that's unacceptable. No.
You see this. You see the mental slavery. And please, before I, because I want to leave, so I know a lot of people want to come. Now, before I leave, I want to share this with my Nigerian people, just like you're saying. The Northerners, that's why these Fulanis, they know what they're doing, and we should not fall for their trap. I don't know if it's true, because I know you're very more into this more than I do. Or that one of mosque, maybe they created the mosque in the east side, or the Igbos. Igbos do not fall for this. And Yoruba Muslims that you're shouting up and down, go and get a job. And please do not turn our race to Almajiris, because that is not who we are.
No.
And the full, look at what is going on with the Hausas are all stuck right now. They're trying to get their life together out of these people. And lastly, God actually exposed the northern people when this man said he's going to take everything into 6 geopolitical zones. Then he said something about the aviation. He said he want to take aviation to
spread
other
all over these,
did you see how they reacted? My brother, did you see how they reacted? That means that they don't want the movement, they don't want the country to move forward. We need to get these people out of our life, period. Thank you, my brother.
Stay safe, God bless you, my dear Musu. And you have very good back, okay?
All right.
So there's a lot to unpack here in conversations like this, okay? Even though as we all have our sentiments, all right? When you look at the people from northern Nigeria, when we point fingers of them not being really productive or adding anything than what they are taking out, it is a general sentiment. It is not because the northern Nigeria doesn't have what it takes to be on their own, but you see their political class who have become so accustomed to this Brent crude, the money from the crude oil of southern Nigeria, and now the VAT money and any money at all, sharing it among themselves, living above their means, and became so lazy enough that they fear the drying up of this fund drying up so fast that they decided to turn their people against any idea that could really, for example, that could really improve them by them stopping being dependent. Because the money they are getting from Nigeria is not even reaching their people. So an average northerner will be made to believe that restructuring Nigeria is against them. Meanwhile, the unstructured Nigeria, structured Nigeria because Fulani structured Nigeria to what it is right now, okay? So structured Nigeria is not to their own benefit. Northerners are not benefiting anything from Nigeria, except their northern criminal leaders. Similarly, the southern Nigeria is not benefiting anything from Nigeria, except the southern criminals. So restructuring the whole place, somehow, like, I don't even think restructuring should be the word. Break up the entire thing and let people fend for themselves. Yes, please. Hello there.
Hello, Baba.
Baba. Chriso, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. And you, sir?
I am very well, hello, Baba. Thank you so much for asking.
Yes. How is family and everyone?
Baba, we are surviving. That's the word. Surviving. We can't complain. Again, thank you so much.
Yes, so yes. I've been in Nigeria for over a week now, and
How is it?
Remember I told you, oh man, when I got to the airport, I asked myself, what am I doing here?
Oh dear.
I was welcomed with a very strong wave of heat.
Right.
And there was no kind of air condition in a Lagos International Airport. I'm like, Jesus Christ, upon all the money Lagos is bringing in, there is no kind of air condition.
You know, Keyamo and others have done a great job in the
bullshit. Bullshit.
It's all propaganda, right?
Bullshit. I'm sorry to use that word. Bullshit. They have not done anything.
Same old, same old.
Jesus Christ. Nigeria is gone. We have no country anymore, my ego. Yeah. Everyone on the street is a suspect. It's like everyone wants to rip you off because that's their only way of survival. Nigeria, I'm sorry. Like the other caller said, they should probably break it up right now and save people the little.
They have tried regionalism. They have tried parliamentary system. They have tried military, presidential system.
Yes.
They are trying democracy now. The only thing we haven't tried is to break it up. Go.
Yes.
So if it won't work, we can decide to come back together later. But for now, people go their separate ways and see what happens.
Imagine the audacity. Should they have even shown this online? Giving weak investment. I mean, Nigerians are trying, they can take bullshit.
I tell you, Baba, Nigerian politicians.
This kind of thing cannot happen in a country like Colombia, where people can actually kill people. Nigerians are nice people, seriously, right in front of you. The same man, one idiot is not telling you he's the best minister. Where people have lost their houses.
Businesses, so
where people have lost businesses, you are not telling me.
Because this constructing road. He's constructing some inner roads in Abuja right now.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All these things we can do is just propaganda.
Of course now.
He's not doing what people are still dying of poverty in there. He's not trying to create new companies, not trying to empower people. No. Is it the roads that people will eat? Okay, fine. He's building roads. Is he empowering agricultural sector for them to be able to produce food? He's not. He's just building roads for his own elite.
I mean, at least awarding contracts. That's what they do. Awarding road contracts and what have you.
To themselves. He makes his own colleagues richer.
Give me a sec, Chriso, right? I think we're having issue with the audio. I'll be back in a minute, okay? Just hang in there for me, okay?
Okay.
I'll be back.
My name is Nnamdi. And the reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening. And that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families. People who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government, to the High Commissioner, that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the Council Committee for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 67 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you?
So, you there?
Yes, hello, I'm here.
Thank you so much. I have to quickly sort that out, or else, people will begin to say audio. And I think our audio is back now.
Yes.
Please, close it up.
Okay, great. Yes. My ego. I see the way people are suffering in Nigeria now. I see this thing firsthand. I now ask myself, how are these people? Like a small bottle of Fanta cost 450 naira.
What? Like 5 cl.
You know this?
What is it called?
Yes, exactly. 450 naira. I bought one today for my son. 450 naira. This is something we buy 50 naira before. Now, how can the poor be able to? Yes, this is what I think. That's why I'm saying to you now, everyone is a suspect on the street. People are hunting. They look for the nearest person to look. I bought 4 TVs before I came back, LG TVs.
Right.
Guess what? They gave me fake TVs.
How is that?
They ripped me up because they just is an adulterated LG. And I wanted to buy the real LG. They gave me fake one just to make money. That's what I mean. People do things now. Now it's very obvious. Like, it's hard to meet honest people right now in Nigeria because people are looking for a way to survive. People are looking for a way to survive right now. Don't trust
somebody sent me a message before the program this evening, and they said a friend of theirs who works in Unilag, they've not been paid for some months now, and their minimum wage is still 35,000 naira. That's how much they are being paid. How can anybody be paying you 35,000 naira in that contraption today? And you have not even been paid.
Yes, and now imagine what that kind of person will now do to survive. That's what I'm trying to say to you now. Imagine that. My ego Baba, 2027 is a do or die for all Nigerians. So it's either they die or they do it. It's a do or die for them. Oh. At least let them make an effort. I rest my case, Baba.
God bless you, Chriso. Stay safe, Baba. All right, and then
yes, I will.
Okay. God bless you. Here is another caller, and I think yes,
I will.
Okay, lady.
Good evening, Michael. How are you?
I'm very well. Oh, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm just enjoying your show today. I wasn't going to. A very interesting one. I wasn't going to call for your first caller.
Lady Mosu.
Is that her name?
She has so much to say that she just was like rolling around enough that I'm like, you know what? Calm down.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? Right? I think she has some. I think her heart is in a good place. right? I think her heart is in a good place. But you see, what riles me is when somebody tries to tell me that there's any good in Tinubu. I just can't, you know.
Yeah.
I, I can't compute. I'm like, Tinubu, you know, Baba Tinubu, wait. No.
Yeah, it's that
That man is.
sentiment. You see, Charm, you see that sentiment where a lot of us knows that this fake contraption, right, is a false country, right, where many have been saying the northern Nigeria, they love to control power, okay? The moment they are out of power, right, they get exposed. That every effort anybody makes to try to want to, right, do anything different to their status quo, they will fight back. And to some people, right, if Tinubu's action will rile them, okay, even if you don't like him, you want him to do it.